What's Berry Buddy, best water drinker in the game here. And it is time for a review of the debut Neutral Milk Hotel album on Avery Island. Yes, I mean I had to do it. I mean it's another episode of Album of the Week, and the first episode I ever did was on Neutral Milk Hotel's second album, Everywhere at the End of Time. What? On the airplane. The first album of the week I did it on. What the hell was it called again? Let me check on Spotify. In the Airplane Over the Sea. Yeah, exactly that. I don't know why I had such a hard time remembering it. So, anyways, it's time for a review of the first Neutral Hotel album on Avery Island. Um, I just want to start off by saying that this album is way, way, way less popular than the second album. So, that kind of sucks because I feel like they're both equal. If anything, the first one is better. But maybe that's just me. But let me actually talk about it, okay? So, 1996, 12 songs. It's a 48-minute project, and I feel like it could have been shortened down a little bit. I feel like there's a little bit of like space that doesn't necessarily need to be there, but I mean, there's like just random parts of songs that are just like musically incoherent that don't really need to exist. But like I feel like those parts still like fit into the album in a weird way. But let's go song by song and I'll talk about them. The first song on this album is called Song Against Sex, and it's in my opinion a very, very good opening track for the album. I think it really I think it really puts you in the mood to get in more into this album. It's like, heck yeah, that was a really good starter song. Let's go into the second song. But yeah, it's pretty good, and even though it only has two chords and the melody is mostly the same when it comes to Jeff Mangum's lyrics, they're mostly the same. Also, is it Jeff Mangum or Jeff Magnum? I'm pretty sure it's Mangum. I don't like saying that out loud. Anyways, Jeff's lyrics are the melody is pretty simple. There's also a horn that plays every now and then and doesn't let the song get stale. So yeah, overall pretty good opening track. It's like almost 4 minutes long but it doesn't get old at all. And so second song, You've Passed, the backing beat is slicing a potato, and I think that's just awesome. Is it better than Song Against Sex? No, in my opinion, but still pretty solid second track. Let me spice this thing up real quick. What's a good neutral Makoto color? Red. I love the color red. And let me open my window a little bit, just for a little bit more color. Yeah, that's good. Anyways, the third track, Someone Is Waiting, is pretty much just You've Passed too, because both songs link into each other and they're both pretty similar, but I think Someone Is Waiting is a better example of like some good noise rock. Even though this entire album is a noise rock album, I think Someone Is Waiting is just like it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful song in my opinion. However, the last minute is crustiness, and if you've listened to the song, you know what I mean. The last minute is crustiness and or the just for like a minute straight, and I don't really know why that part exists. It just to like I think it's just there to like throw you off, kind of like this may be a really good song, but I'm gonna fucking ruin it for the last minute, and it doesn't ruin the song in my opinion, but I don't really know why he did that, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I mean, it's still a good song. The fourth track is A Baby for Pre, and it's also I think the shortest song on here at 1 minute and 21 seconds. And it's a very, very nice 1 minute and 21 seconds. He could have extended it for like 5 minutes and I would have loved it. The fifth song, Marching Theme, is definitely one of the more like noisy and chaotic and weird songs in this album, but I think it still fits like into the album as a song, and I like it. As weird as it is. That's not a very good impression of the song. But yeah, this one's pretty good, and there's like a little like flute I think that's playing throughout it, and it's pretty good. And then the last minute gets a little bit more like rockish, but it's still good. So yeah, March Theme pretty solid in my opinion, but a lot of people might not like it because it's probably very hard to enjoy just because it's so like untraditional, but I like it. The sixth track, Where You'll Find Me Now, is a pretty good, it's just another solid noise rock track. Another solid indie rock, alternative rock track, and I love it. I think it's great. And the last 30 minutes is an ice cream truck, which is always gives a thumbs up for me. The last 30 seconds is like an ice cream truck like theme, and which always gets a thumbs up for me, okay? For future musical producers out there, include 30 seconds of an ice cream truck for no reason at the end of your noise rock indie rock songs. Yeah. Anyways, seventh song, Avery Island slash April 1st is definitely just one of the most like calming songs in this entire track on this entire LP because it's a little that it's for the entire thing a nice little like MIDI melody plays and it's just like very soothing and then a horn comes in and it's like it's genuinely like so like calm and soothing this song, the seventh one, Avery Island slash April 1st. It's really nice in my opinion, and and it's under 2 minutes, so it's I think it's the second shortest one in this entire LP, and it's nice. I love it. So yeah, that's one of the better ones for being so like chill and different from the rest of the entire album. The eighth song, Garden Head slash Leave Me Alone, is just another solid rock song on this thing. I don't know. It's one of the more. It's just, but it's not one that I find myself coming back to, but it's still pretty good. And also the horn melody from April 1st, or the seventh track, the horn melody from that also plays in like the second half of Garden Head slash Leave Me Alone. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. The ninth track, Three Peaches, is probably the least memorable song in this entire album. I'm just gonna say it. I literally had to just recheck what the song was like right now because I literally do not remember it, and it's just 4 minutes of just Jeff saying what's on his mind and a nice acoustic guitar in the background. I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely not memorable at all. 10th song, Naomi is the 10th song is called Naomi. I know, it's just a girl name, and it's definitely one of the better songs in this one. There's a little like it's indie rock. It's just another indie rock song. However, it's a little bit different because it brings in it just the melodies work so well together, and it's definitely one of the best songs in here. It's a little under 3 minutes, and it's definitely one of the songs that I find myself coming back to the most. And yeah, it's pretty good. And it also has, I think, the most streams on Spotify out of any other song in this entire album. It does, yeah. Just checking over here. It's the most streamed song on Spotify out of this entire album, and I think it deserves it because it's really good. So yeah. The 11th track, April 8th, includes some elements of ambient into it, and it's just a very slow and chill song, and it's kind of similar to Three Peaches a little bit. And like I said, and like Three Peaches, it's also not very memorable and stuff. Anyways, the last song, the 12th track, is 13 at a whopping 14 or 13 minutes and 49 seconds long, and it's also the least streamed track on Spotify. Pre Sisters Swallowing a Donkey's Eye is the name of this track. It's the last one, the 12th one, and the longest one, and the least streamed one. So yeah, this one is like 14 minutes. It's just a 14-minute piece of crap. This song is definitely like just it's very similar to the song Aunt Egma Blowtorch on their first EP. Everything is, and if you've heard that song, you know that it's just really. I mean, this one's like 3 times as long, so it's even worse. But it's just like random melodies stretched out for a couple minutes, and then like other random melodies, and then the last like 4 minutes of this entire song is just like, and it slowly gets quieter until the last minute is just pretty much silence. And I don't really know how to comprehend this song. Maybe I'm just too normie for it, but yeah, definitely not a song that I find myself coming back to at all. And I don't think I ever will enjoy this song in any capacity. For as much as for as out there as my musical taste may be, this song is definitely not something I find myself ever enjoying. But I mean, it's on the album, so you know, I guess I'm gonna rate my enjoyment of listening to this album from the first song to the very last second of the last song. I'd give it like a 7.5. Overall, very very solid, but there's some real stinkers in here. But overall, most songs are enjoyable or really good. Okay, so there's songs that are really good. There's songs that are just like all right, enjoyable, and then there's some like what the heck was Jeff Mangum thinking? I don't know, but I mean he added it onto the album, so I guess I have to count it. And yeah, for what it is, pretty good. I recommend you check it out if you just want to know more about, if you just want to listen to more Neutral Milk Hotel or you haven't listened to this, I definitely recommend you check it out. So yeah, with that, end this review. Best water drinker in the game out.